Hey, if you play softball with me, I'm going to try to get you saved. Next on the Metal Pulpit. All right, thanks for joining me for another Metal Pulpit. In Wisconsin, it is an 80-degree day. This is our first 80-degree day. And so you may see more of these outside versus down in my cave and recording there. So just too nice to be inside. All right, so 1 Corinthians 10:31. Therefore, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it for the glory of God. Tonight marks 14 years since I've played on a softball team anywhere. In Milwaukee, this was a regular thing. There was a church league, and quite a few churches played softball, and I played first base and catcher. Now I'm 43, and for the first time since I've moved here 2 hours north of my hometown, I was asked to be on a team. It's quite different. It's fun, but you start feeling your age a little more. And what's interesting is I'm on a city league, a bar league, if you will, and looking forward to it, just being Bob out there. Now, they did give me a jersey, and because a lot of the guys on the team like the movie Major League, they put on the back of my jersey the Rev. So I'm okay with that. But I'm going to be myself and just have a fun time with it. But what's interesting about this is that we're playing one of the churches here in town in a couple of weeks. I'll let you know how that goes. A lot of emotions about that, a lot of thoughts about that, because I was on a team that in Milwaukee where they let non-Christians play because that was their evangelistic way of reaching these people. And it never worked. It never did. As soon as softball season was over, those people weren't seen again for till the next season. And I get that. It's just not right. And I found out that this team here that I will be playing is using this as an evangelistic tool to win people at the ballpark to come to their church. Stop it. That's just not cool, okay? Not everything we need to do has to be a means of saving someone. Now, 1 Corinthians says, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it for the glory of God. What that means is, when you're playing softball, don't cuss out the umpire. There will be bad calls made, I promise you that. As a youth pastor, when I was 24 years old, I got ejected from a game because the ump made a bad call, and I was going toe-to-toe with him, as baseball does. Then I started kicking dirt, and my teens thought I was awesome, but yeah, that didn't represent things very well. But when you're playing in a softball team, don't swear. Act differently. If a bad call's made, go with it. Be nice. These are the things that we need to do as Christians. There is no reason why we need to have a church team on a city league or a bar league and say, we're going to try to win as many people as we can, and whether that's starting and ending with prayer or whatever the case may be. You know, Christ hasn't called us to be the weirdos in the community. He has called us to be different, and I get that. But to be that over the top where people think you're so heavenly minded, you're no earthly good, that does more harm than good. I know it's a very cliche quote, and it's overstated so many times, but it's so true of what St. Augustine said, to go out and preach the gospel and use words if you must. So, wish me luck tonight as I swing the bat, and hoping I don't get injured or pull a hamstring or anything like that. But, you know, just live your life as a Christian, and people are going to notice the difference. And for you churches and Christians that are out there making everything an opportunity to win someone to Christ, stop it. It's embarrassing. And quite honestly, if people see something different in you, they're going to approach you and say, what's up? I see something different. And then there's your opportunity. Shoot me your questions, pastorbobadams@gmail.com. I'll answer them on the next podcast. Thanks for listening. Bye.